Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcats Sports Network. We are joined by McKendree football coach Mike Babcock. And coach, the Bearcats got into the win column this past Saturday. It was a heck of a ball game, a 53-43 come from behind win against Southwest Baptist University. It was a team where the Bearcats trailed 29-21 at the break. They scored an early touchdown in the second half to go up 15 points, but the Bearcats didn't quit, didn't give up, reeled off 29 unanswered points, took the lead, and then held off a pesky challenge at the end from a very tough Southwest Baptist squad.
I thought it was a great team win. I thought there was great moments on both sides of the ball, and very, very happy for our guys, especially battling back from a 15-point deficit halfway in the third quarter, tie ball game going into the fourth quarter, and then be able to come out with two quick touchdowns to go up 14 points and be able to finish the game winning it by 10. So very, very happy for the guys, and it's definitely nice to get that win.
So many good things to talk about from Saturday's game. Let's go ahead and start on the offensive side of the ball. McKendree sets a program record with 93 offensive plays in the contest, certainly getting a lot of plays off, 571 total offensive yards in the contest, and it was pretty balanced, 328 on the ground, 243 through the air. And you look at Isaac Fisher, he really seemed to blossom in this game, not only getting it done through the air like he's done in the past, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, but runs for a career high 126 yards and 2 scores as well.
Very happy with the offense. You know, anytime you score 53 points in a game, you got to be happy with the offense. And very excited that we were able to both throw and run the ball. And you know, having over 300 yards on the ground really says a lot about our offensive line. I really think they didn't play perfect, but they were able to create some holes, and we had a lot of young running backs be able to step up and make some great plays. And not only that, but they kept the pressure off for the most part with Isaac, and only giving up 1 sack as well. So again, very happy with what our offense did.
You talk about the young running backs. It was really a mix. It was total team effort in the backfield with your starting tailback Ryan Herring out due to injury. But you look at guys like Kevin Whitsick, second straight game. He's had a solid performance, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Trey Williams steps back into the lineup after having sat out the last couple of games. Comes in, runs the ball 5 times for 83 yards, a couple of scores as well. Cheyenne Edwards with some big carries for the Bearcats. So it was really a good mix in the backfield for McKendree.
It was nice to have kind of a corral of running backs back there, and really picking up the slack for losing a senior starter in Ryan Herring. And Ryan does a great job for us, leadership and ball handling and everything, but really nice to kind of have a breakout game for those young guys. And I thought Trey Williams, when he came in, I mean, shoot, he only had 5 carries, you know, but ended up with over 80 yards, over 60 yards rushing. And I mean, it really put the game away. He had only 2 carries for almost the entire length of the field for a touchdown. So very glad about with Trey, Cheyenne Edwards, Kevin Whitsick came in, did a great job. Even Miles Hammonds ended up having a couple runs as well. And again, very, very happy with our young running backs.
And the receivers, like they have done all season, getting the job done. Had to be a luxury getting Dwayne Gotti back after sitting out the last couple of weeks with a shoulder injury. But it really showed how well the receiving corps blossomed because it was spread around again, 8, 9 different receivers touching the ball on Saturday.
Absolutely. I think guys like Cameron James had a great game at wide receiver, you know, having a touchdown catch, and then also some big third down pickups. So I was very happy for Cameron. Also, Tyler Brewer had a nice little screen pass that ended up going for over 30, you know, into the end zone for a touchdown. So it's nice when you can spread it around a little bit where defense can't just corner just one wide receiver. So again, very happy for those guys, and got to get it done this week.
Defensively, despite giving up the 43 points, there were a lot of bright spots on that side of the ball. Let's start with Lucky Barr, who set not only a McKendree record, but a GLVC record with 5.5 quarterback sacks against Willie Tyndall, the top playmaker in the GLVC in terms of total offense, part of 8 sacks that McKendree put up on the day.
We knew that their quarterback, Willie, is a tremendous athlete, a tremendous playmaker, so we knew we had to get to him and basically kill the head of the monster. And you know, their offensive line did a good job of whether it was cutting, whether it was sliding, whether this and that to all of our defensive linemen, but Lucky was able to find a way to kind of get past that and get to the quarterback, and that really, to me, was the difference in the game, that if you can corral them, if you can kind of keep them under pressure and not let them get out and about and let them have the time back there to kind of throw it all over the place, it'll go our favor. And that's what ended up happening. And very happy for Lucky. GLVC honors, also Player of the Week honors, and very, very excited for him.
Linebackers, their usual active selves on Saturday. A.J. Wentland, the team high 10 tackles. You look at the performance of George Hill, though, not only in terms of tackles, got out and made a couple of key pass breakups in that second half of the ball game that helped in the McKendree comeback as well.
Absolutely. I think A.J. is having a tremendous season, especially for a sophomore right now. And also George Hill, I think, made improvements from the week before. He was able to get out there when they were going 4 wides. We have a linebacker on a wide receiver, and he was able to stay with those wide outs for the most part and be able to come up with some key pass breakups. And again, very excited.
Special teams, you look at Alex McMahon, when you needed it the most, comes up with a season-high 58-yard punt on the next to last possession for Southwest Baptist, pins them back deep in their territory, and then Stephen O'Block comes up with a big 31-yard field goal on the Bearcats' last true offensive possession that puts the game out of reach.
Absolutely. You know, when we needed playmakers, they stepped up, and it was really nice to see when we had to punt the ball at the end of the game because our offense couldn't get a first down, that Alex really did step up and just boomed a kick. And for an offense that was able to kind of move the ball pretty good in the game, to be able to pin them back and have them move farther is very key. And then obviously when Stephen came in at the very end of the game to seal it, very, very happy for him, and it really did end up sealing the game right there at the end.
So the Bearcats look to keep the roll going this coming Saturday when they host Missouri S&T. It's homecoming here at Lehman Field. The Bearcats looking not only for their second straight win, but their first win against Missouri S&T. The teams played last year in Rolla. It was a game that went back and forth in the second half, down to the wire. Bearcats eventually lost by 10. And I know in talking to some of the players, at least earlier on, I know they want to measure revenge and want to bring home that homecoming victory as well.
Absolutely. It was a real close game last year. You know, the Missouri S&T is coached very well. They've got great players, smart players. They're also one of the top statistical leaders in sacks, and so they fly around on defense and they make plays. And if you look at anything with their game last week against William Jewell, they were able to come up with some big turnovers, over 5 of them in the game by William Jewell. So it's going to be a tough test for us offensively and even defensively. They like to throw it around. They like to run, a lot like our offense a little bit. And again, I think it's going to be a key matchup, and I know our guys are going to be excited to play at home for homecoming and hopefully get after them.
It's supposed to be a beautiful day weather-wise Saturday. Hopefully it's a great day for the Bearcats on the field as well. Coach, congratulations on the win last week. Thanks for joining us. Good luck against Missouri S&T.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Don't forget, you can watch the game live on the Bearcats Sports Network at mckbearcats.com/watch. Live stats will also be available. And don't forget to follow the Bearcats all season long at mckbearcats.com.